map27. This is the second of the last 3 maps that I've had to re-record the audio. I think one of them I deleted it by accident. Yeah, the files, there's some weird stuff there. And here, my voice just didn't sound good. So anyway, Emerald Spire. Pretty challenging level. I practiced it a lot and thought about routing quite a bit. So you can either go forward, which I think Casino does, or go back like I did into this area to begin. I like to do this because, well, there's no reason to go into the other area yet. There are 2 items back here, the yellow key and the BFG, that I want. And the other area is what you do when you have those things. Now, I'll be saving the yellow key to the end, just because that's the way my health worked out. But I definitely want to get the BFG. Yeah, you gotta do this platforming all the time, it's annoying. So there's a spider demon out there, and come on, you can tell, right? She's so far away, we're gonna be using a telefrag. It's awkward to run over here, and it's pretty far, so you gotta do a little bit of a wall run, and you just barely make it. You don't have to wall run, but it helps. Wall run is a very easy trick to do. You just run along a wall, and if it's oriented in the right way, there's some properties. I've only had ones that are straight north or straight east, but apparently it's possible to do it in other ways. So if you go over here, it'll spawn a bunch of guys, but I don't need the yellow key yet. I'm not going to do it with this low health. Now, I don't want to grab that soul sphere yet, because there's a berserk, and I'd like to top off. Yeah, lost souls. So as of this recording, I have just beaten Maelstrom, not 28. That invuln is a fake out, by the way. It's just decoration to be emerald. So we'll grab the berserk. You want to make the jump and not land in the soul sphere. And there's an extra soul sphere down here that I can grab. You have to grab either the soul sphere or that mega armor. There isn't space to not take one. Unless, of course, you have 200 armor, you won't pick it up, but it's pretty rare. This room, I felt really clever when I figured out a solution, because I was struggling with this room. But if you kind of just go behind the spider demon, you're good to go. Now, I sort of overstay my welcome here. She's going to do a ton of damage to me. But generally this strategy is pretty safe. I never really had issues with it. You can just kind of run away when you get the chance. Just doing cleanup and avoiding the spider demon. Now, she served well, but, you know. Now, I end up being really annoying not having a backpack. I don't take these energy cells, and then I get them later. I come all the way back here. It takes so long. So about 8 seconds after hitting that switch, the wall's fully lower, and you can fight. I think it's 2 Archviles, and a handful of revs. Not the most difficult encounter by any means, but you're doing this whole section without any recovery items. Yeah, I shot the imp because he was closer to me, so that the ball would land faster and I could get the tracers on the Archie sooner. Yeah, me not taking those energy cells is silly. I should have taken them. I was worried that I'd end up wasting them. But whatever. Who cares? An advantage of waiting to enter that area is I have rockets for the Manx now. I guess I was just trying to figure out if I wanted to go here yet. Oh, I was thinking if I was going to take the Mega Armor. But I decided against it. Because we're going to grab a Megasphere very soon. I don't know how. Decino does this without the BFG. Can you imagine shooting like 1 rocket per minute? It'd be terrible. Now this next part, we get Revenants and Pain Elementals. But you can screw with their pathing. You just sort of be against the wall and they don't handle it well. See, they're trickling out slowly. Then when more of them do come out, you'll have enough BFG for that. The other option is rushing in, grabbing the cells, and fighting a lot of them, but you don't have to. Yeah, now I have the backpack. So I go all the way back to the other room to grab the cells. I really wasted my time here. I was wondering, maybe I can make the jump. I don't know if it's possible. Probably not. And I'm gonna come back here again for the Mega Armor. Oh, there are cells over here. Okay, so I didn't really waste my time. There were more than I would have been able to carry. Oh no. Oh no, I forgot how to raise the elevator. That's pretty rare. A switch to lower it and raise it. Usually it's one way and then after a timer it'll go back. So now probably the most dynamic fight. My goal here is kill Revenants until I have one side free, and then I'm going to camp in their spot. So Revenants are going to be here in the side spots, and Barons in the center one. The Barons can move, the Revenants are stuck. But if you can get into one of the Revenant spots, you can sort of make the pathing of the Barons really poor, like we did with the other spot. So just shoot them with some rockets while I'm far. These rockets I want for the Barons. Yeah. So BFG the close ones, and rocket the far ones. Pretty simple. And once you get their spot, you want to be tucked away in that corner, because that's how you mess with their pathing. And so that you can go to the safe spot from the Crusher. You don't want to be camping there, because if you're camping there, then you might get hit by projectiles, because you have to be still for the Crusher thing. But if you're traveling to it, you're less likely to get hit. So now we have to grab the yellow key, which I struggled with, and then exit. The yellow key really isn't too hard, but I make a pretty obvious mistake with it. We'll see soon. The floor doesn't hurt there. It's just to show which spots have the Crusher on it. I don't know why I'm going a long way here. Oh. Yeah, okay. So we got 2 Archviles and a Cyber Demon and Chain Gunners a million miles away. What I like to do is run down here, and then I can just fight the Archviles slowly. And the Cyber Demon gets distracted by Chain Gunners, and I can shoot him in the back. This was scary. Now I gotta go close to prevent him from closing in. So what I want is for the Chain Gunners to hit him, he gets distracted. Great. But I end up doing that and messing with the timing in a pretty bad way. I'm like, alright, if he's not fighting them, I'll do some damage. And now they're hitting him. So that was a mistake, right? He's shooting, I shouldn't be attacking. If you're worried about like making him infight, you gotta know that he's not gonna be done infighting by the time you attack. And that cost me quite a bit of ammo, because I had to panic fire. Like, I can't go for a 2-tap while getting pegged by Chain Gunners. But there is a Mega Armor remaining, there is a Berserk remaining, and there's a Soul Sphere. So, all in all, it didn't cost us any health. Again, the BFG is optional. A lot of levels in Sunlust have an optional BFG, almost like they're designed to accommodate either pistol start or continuous play. Now we just gotta grab the Soul Sphere, and we will be fully stacked for our final battle. Yeah, levels at this point all have this grand scale to them. A dramatic feel. Even if it's only 200s or so monsters. I mean, it's not like... What, there are 3 or 4 chain gunners? Most of the enemies here are big boys. So, if you hit the left switch, that's the one that takes you to the final fight. But you want to hit the yellow key switch first. Otherwise, you won't be able to actually start the fight. No damaging floor here. So, there are cyber demons, barons, archviles everywhere. See in the corners, there are pairs there. My goal is to make infighting happen. Well, that's me. And then I can claim these little cubbies. They'll infight a bit, and I'll just give them a good zap if they get close. Like, he's close, okay, zap him, and then run away. Claim the other spot. Fortunately, that took extra ammo. So now one of the cybers is weak, very weak, and then the other cyber is probably, like, kinda weak, because he's been fighting lots of barons. Yeah, so now I've got 5 shots left to kill 1 cyber, we win. And I can just clean up with the vials. So, it's a really cool level. Aesthetics are really something, but in levels this hard, sometimes it's hard for me to even talk about that. It took me a little while to figure out routing. But I think this was doable. This was a doable map. And how do I know that? Because I did it. It's hard, you know? These are taking more and more practice as we go. Map 28, I'll have out soon. Map 29, well, it's hard.